Hi, it's Paul here, co-founder of English Pronunciation Roadmap, and this is your Word of the Week. So first of all, great suggestion. I'm sure many people who speak English as a second language will be using this pair of words all the time. So what is the difference between these two words? So first of all, let's start with this word, and that begins with a P, so P, unvoiced. Both lips come together and release air suddenly. Next, the tongue curls back without touching anything for the consonant, and then a weak vowel sound, so pr, pr. And then we go on to n, which is an N consonant using the tip of the tongue. Next is the ow vowel sound, which rhymes with words like now and mouth. Next, another n, and then finally an unvoiced s consonant. And the stress is on the second syllable, pronounce, pronounce. So it's not pro or pro, but pr, very, very weak, which allows you to really stress the second syllable, which sounds much stronger as a result of that weakening of the first. So pronounce. Now, when we go to the word pronunciation, this part changes. So first of all, the spelling changes. When you write it down, there's no O, so you have pronun. And as you can hear, it's not now, it's now na, none. We call that the strut vowel. It rhymes with words like up, pronunciation. And the stress as well. The second syllable no longer carries the main stress. Now it sort of carries a secondary stress, we call it. So it goes up slightly, the pitch of your voice goes up, but the main stress is on A, pronunciation. You can hear the secondary stress and the primary stress there. Dee-dum-dee-dum-dee. Pronunciation. That's a very typically English rhythm you can probably hear there. Dee-dum-dee-dum-dee. Pronunciation. Pr-nun-ci-a-tion. Which has a pattern you can look at here. So pronounce, pronunciation. Renounce, renunciation. Denounce, denunciation. But announce changes the pattern. It keeps the ow vowel and becomes announcement with ment at the end as well. So yeah, we keep that mouth vowel for announcement. But for the other ones, we have a strut vowel. Pronunciation, renunciation, denunciation. So none, okay? Not noun. But one thing all of those words on the right do have in common is the final syllable, which contains a weak schwa vowel, which we talked about earlier. So shun, not sion, but shin, and not meant, but ment. And that is a pattern you can follow. So other words ending in tion have the same thing, and other words ending in ment as well, like government and establishment. We say ment, not meant. So relax your lips for that one. Have a go at these. I've learnt how to pronounce pronunciation. What's the pronunciation of that word? How do you pronounce it? It requires the renunciation of worldly possessions. She's renounced all of the claims she made yesterday. There was widespread denunciation of his actions. The announcement was made yesterday. Okay, so check out this OU spelling. Now, is there a pattern here we can follow? Can we look at this spelling and say confidently that we have the same vowel sound for every single word in English that has the OU in it? Well, unfortunately not. Very confusing vowel spellings we have in English, and really it's like trying to hold on to sand, trying to create these rules with spellings, because as soon as you try and grab a bit of sand, it just falls through your fingers. So, for example, pronounce has the mouth vowel, we call that ow, but though has the goat vowel, so that rhymes with goat, and though rhymes with goat and words like go. But then the OUGH in brought has the or vowel, but the OU in group has the oo vowel. So pretty confusing, right? And if you can't rely on spellings, what is the solution? You might still think, oh, are there any secret spelling rules here that I can find out? Sorry, there's not, unfortunately, at least not in this case. But we do have a solution. And I would write this down or just try and burn it into your memory as much as possible, which is this. You need to group words together by their vowel sound and not by their spelling. Or in other words, you need to put these words together in rhyming groups. Learn which family they belong to. Now, that could take a very, very long time, and not only time, but also knowledge of phonetics, perhaps, so you know what the spelling means, the phonetic spelling. So what we've done is we've created something for you, which has taken all of the most common words in English, 850 of them, and we've grouped them together by vowel sound. We've put them in these rhyming groups for you, done all the hard work, and because they're the most common words, they're words which you'll be using, but perhaps at the moment mispronouncing every day if you speak English as a second language. So we've done that, and also it goes along with audio and really clear illustrations and audio for the vowel sounds themselves. How do you say the vowel sound in the first place, and which words belong to that group? So check that out by clicking here, and click here to subscribe, and please leave a comment below with your tricky word, and it might be in the next word of the week. I'll see you then.